All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. So what I want today's video to be about is called Give Your Body a Chance. So if you watch my channel at all, a lot of times I'm doing videos in LA Fitness or in some type of gym all over North America. I love to give advice regarding fitness, not just showing people workout routines. Not that there's anything wrong with that, and there are videos of me working out online. But I think I found my strength giving people advice regarding what I've learned over the years, what's worked and not worked when dealing with fitness. That could go for when trying to lose weight, gain muscle, and everything in between. So what I want to get into today, because it's kind of more of a quiet atmosphere in the office regarding Give Your Body a Chance, is so many people trying to rush things when it comes to results regarding what they're trying to do to their body, what they're trying to conform into. Because what a lot of people don't realize is when you start to work out, let's just say, or wanting to gain weight, lose weight, you're conforming physically into something else. Kind of like what you conformed into what you currently are. It didn't just happen in weeks, months. It took years, probably decades, to conform into what you are. Now, if you're happy with the way you are, God bless you. That's wonderful. I was never happy with the way I was. And what was crazy is I was handed really incredible genetics. Just insecure. I was never big enough. I was never strong enough, regardless how big or strong I got. I don't know where this came from. My mother and father don't have this. My grandparents don't have it. I think I was born small. And I had a lot of kind of complications when I was younger, not feeling good. My tonsils being removed, I had a hernia, and I had the throat issues, and I was pulling my back out. I don't think, one, I was getting enough nutrition. I didn't really love food back then like I do now. And I always was moving, and I was always doing something physical. And I think I was just burning off calories like a madman, but I never grew. And my mother and father are very strong people, and my grandparents, my aunts, uncles, very strong, empowering Italian families on both sides of my family. And I was kind of like the runt. And I just never felt full, I guess you could say. And even now, I battle with that. But what I've learned over the years, more than anything, is patience when it comes to, again, losing weight or gaining muscle. And I think now more than ever, there's so much shit out there regarding do this in 30 days, you'll look like this. Do this in 60 days, look like this. Eat this, you'll look like this. Do this workout, you're going to look like that. I can't take the bullshit anymore. Now, I'm not saying that some of that shit doesn't work. It probably does. But for a majority of the people, it doesn't. I don't believe. Because I don't think anybody lives the same lifestyle anybody else is pitching. Now, it may have worked, again, if a trainer comes on or some fitness guru and says, I do this with my, it could be even on The Biggest Loser, like a show like that. I get they're losing weight. You got to realize, too, they're putting them on a certain type of diet. They're doing this full-time practically. Are you doing that? Most likely, no. You have a life, right? You have probably a job of some sort. Maybe not. But you eat differently. You may have kids. You have whatever's going on in your life. You're not going to be somebody who's going to be like on a show where they're going to go through what they're going through. You're going to probably try to work out one way or another, right? 4 to maybe 3 to 5 times a week if you're lucky. You're going to probably change your diet to a certain degree. And even if you go on an extreme diet, it's not going to last. Let's be honest. So all this bullshit you're hearing is bullshit. You got to, again, I talk about it all the time, figure out what works best for you. What workouts, what type of eating program. Again, you may just need to back up on your portions. But you have to realize it's going to take time. It's not just going to take, obviously minutes. It's not going to take hours. I talk about this. It's not going to take days, weeks, months. It probably is going to take years. I'm not saying it's going to take decades. But I'm in my 50s now, and I get a lot of people saying, how were you so consistent? How did you get to where you're at? Well, I never stopped, for one. Okay. But I've had periods throughout my life when I was very heavy. And I've had periods where I was very thin. And I know what it takes to kind of gain and lose weight. I just did a video on this. Your body is constantly sending you signals, I believe. We're just not listening to them. It's kind of like if the phone rings a lot of times, like say now you have a hard line in your house through your TV or somewhere, I don't know. And, it rings and you're like, that's a telemarketer. That's bullshit, right? Your body, I believe a lot of times is sending you signals. You're like, oh, that's kind of bullshit. That's not what I want to do. No, yeah. If it's hunger, yeah, you're listening there, right? If you're thirsty, you're going to listen there. But if like you may be getting a pain here, or you kind of know you're out of breath going up a flight of stairs, you may be like, hey, wait, I'm sweating profuse. Why do I keep sweating? I don't feel good. I'm snoring more than I've ever snored. I'm out of breath. Why do I, I'm starting to am I getting like some chest pains? I don't know. I've been there. I've been through my arm was getting, what's going on when I was heavy? Again, I'm like, oh no, I'm okay. Everything's okay. Before you know it, one thing leads to another, and then where do you stand? It's so many people neglect their body for so long. Eventually, your body is going to neglect you. I really believe that. You can bullshit anything or anyone. You're not going to bullshit your body. That I can assure you. And you're not going to be able to leave your body. I got a news flash for you until it's over. It's not like you can jump in and say, you know what, I like that guy's body or that girl's body. They're in shape. All right, I'm out of here. Boom. No, you're stuck inside your shell. So it's just a reality. If you didn't get the genetics you wanted, it's a tough, I don't know what to tell you. Are you also maybe too short? You think you're too short? Or you think you're too tall? Whatever the case may be, you're going to have to make the best of what you have. And a lot of people, too, I think, use that as an excuse. So they'll be like, who gives a shit about me? I'm short and fat anyways. My whole family's short and fat. My brothers are fat. My dad was this. My mom was that. Who cares? If that's the way you feel, that's fine. But if you really want to maybe look different, you may be able to do it. But again, it's going to maybe take time and hard work. And it doesn't necessarily, when I say hard work, that doesn't mean you have to go train like a professional athlete. That's bullshit. Unless you want to. You can do whatever you want to do. But what I'm saying is, a lot of times if you want to conform into something again that's maybe different than what you are now, you can do it. And maybe you can, maybe you can't, but at least isn't it worth maybe giving a shot? Okay? You have to think about, a lot of times, I don't know, and I do this too a lot of times, I think in life, we just immediately kind of cop out. And we always think we know the answer. But a lot of times with fitness and health, we don't know all the answers, especially when it comes to ourselves, because I'm all about experimenting with different workouts, with different eating portions and all these, because I'm a wacky dude like that. And I just never can conform. Talk about a guy who can't conform into anything. So I'm always trying something new, right? To a certain degree, except I love Italian food. I'll try other foods and stuff. And I love working out in the gym. I'm not an outdoors guy necessarily, especially at my age. But I've tried all different types of sports, and I just love experimenting. That's even how I started a YouTube or a podcast, just experimenting, seeing how it goes. But when it comes to your body, you most likely have no idea what the capabilities are. You probably don't. You look at a lot of people that are professional athletes or just people that are like, it could be in business, it could be in anything in life. A lot of them, I can assure you, some may have felt it internally and said, oh man, I'm going to really kick it in the ass. I'm going to get there. I'm sure they had goals to get there. But a lot of them may have exceeded so beyond where they even thought. Right? Especially a lot of billionaire companies or some of these Olympic athletes. Yeah, they jump in the pool. They're a swimmer. And before you know it, you think he's going to win. What does he win? 9 gold medals? I forgot that one, dude. But a lot of these guys, now I know that's excessive. But if you look at a lot of basketball players, NFL players, sure, as a kid, they're saying, hey, this is what I want to be. And maybe they envision it and they got there. But it took them a substantial amount of time. And they started building up that momentum. And before you know it, it just started to kind of evolve. And I think with people, it can start evolving for you. But again, you got to give your body that chance. Give it that opportunity. The potential people have to do things physically will blow them away. Will blow you away, actually. I see so many people now middle-aged, especially in their 40s and 50s, that were really out of shape when they were in their 20s and 30s. A lot never even did anything. I know them now. They're doing triathlons, marathons. They're doing physique shows. And it blows me away. It's not too late to start. If you're in a hospital and you're going through a lot of medical, issues in that case, okay, we got to get past that. But when you get out, maybe it's time to take a different route. Let's start thinking health and wellness. I did a video on that as well. And I'm going to wrap it up with this. If you're having problems, again, losing weight, gaining weight, whatever the hell, and you're always kind of like, yeah, because I'm just fat, or I like to drink, or I smoke, or I do this or that, or it's too late, or whatever the excuse may be. Change your mindset to health. When you wake up, and I don't give a shit if you partied the night before or if partied your whole life away, you're healthy. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you weren't healthy, you would not most likely be able to party all the time and go to work. And if you got kids, raise kids. A lot of people think they're unhealthy. They may be to a certain degree unhealthy, but they still have their health to do a lot of things and help a lot of people. So you can't be that unhealthy. If you've ever been really sick in a hospital, laying in a bed, or I don't know if it was with the flu or whatever, and you can't even get out of bed, or you're throwing up, or whatever the case may be, that's kind of, that's unhealthy. I'm saying you're sick. You're not that. You're healthy. The quicker you realize that. So waking up in the morning, I discussed saying, I'm healthy, not I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I feel like shit. Whatever the case may be, you may feel a little bit like that, but the reality is you're healthy. And the more you start to reprogram your brain, I believe, which I should do a podcast on that too. Did I do it? I did a video. Anyways, back to saying I'm healthy. It's a game changer. It works for me, and who knows? I could die tomorrow of a heart attack. What the fuck? How do I know when I'm going to happen? But what I'm saying is I wake up with the mindset a lot of times, even though I'm kind of tired and I'm fatigued, and sometimes I'll be like, oh man, I got to work out today. I got to do legs. Like I did legs today. I didn't squat, but I'm like, all right, yeah, you got to go there and you got to do that and you got to do this. You want to do a bunch of videos. You got to do this. Yeah, but I'm healthy. I can do those things. What a gift that is, right? If you don't think you're really nothing without your health. I discuss that all the time on my videos. Without health, you know what I mean? You're really nothing. So that's just something to really think about. And I could assure you, if you want to conform or help yourself, you can do it. You just got to give yourself a chance. Just like in anything in life, everybody's always talking about this person needs a second chance, or they just needed a chance. Well, give yourself a chance, man. Give yourself a chance to maybe do what you want to do with yourself, but just realize again that it may take a lot longer than it took somebody else. And who gives a shit about that? Enjoy the ride. Really enjoy it. Don't get caught up with what everybody else is doing or what they've done. And what you haven't done yet is what I should say. All right. I'm going to wrap it up there. All right. Go Bears. Didn't even realize I had that on. All right. Cool. All right. If you get a chance, check out my podcast, The Rich Celenza Show. I try to help men also master their self-confidence. That's on masteringselfconfidence.com. I got a book out called Wingman, too. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You get a chance, subscribe, and give yourself a chance. If you like this video, you may like a lot of my other gym videos. I'm kind of more, those are shorter. They're like 5 minutes. And I just kind of get right into it, different subjects. I also do a lot of different things regarding fitness after my gym tours. So I've traveled all over North America, and I visit all different types of gyms. It could be LA Fitness, 24-Hour Fitness, Lifetime Fitness, Planet Fitness, Crunch, Worlds, Golds. And I go in there, and I used to do a gym tour, and this is kind of how it started. And then I would give some fitness advice regarding some things that I've learned throughout my life, regarding many different things. So you might want to check that out as well, especially if you're thinking about working out at a gym locally. I may have covered that gym. So, all right, take care, and I wish you nothing but the best.